Sister wives, Gwendlyn and Paedon can't stand each other. How did it get this bad? Sister wives stars and siblings Paedon Brown and Gwendlyn Brown have a long-standing feud that has only worsened. Paedon was only 12 and his sister Gwendlyn was 8 when they made their sister wives debut during the show's first season. Over the years, fans have watched them grow into young adults, but their relationship has also changed dramatically. From being raised in the same family, sharing food, toys, and memories as they grew, nowadays, Gwendlyn and Paedon cannot even stand the mention of each other's names nor the sight of one another. With the last few seasons of the show focusing primarily on the relationship dynamics between Christine, Cody, and her new marriage to husband David Woolley, much attention has not been given to the long-term and often very public feud going on in her household between her children Paedon and Gwendlyn. Since their feud became public in 2020, Gwendlyn and Paedon have relentlessly attacked each other publicly at any given opportunity and even reportedly refused to attend family events if they both had to be present. The feud was expected to dissipate as Gwendlyn and Paedon became older. Sadly, it only looks to be worsening. Paedon and Gwendlyn's feud has been going on for years, and their frequent outbursts at each other often make it seem almost impossible to think the two are direct siblings and were once very close. Although it's unclear when the feud started or what started it, Paedon and Gwendlyn don't look to be reconciling anytime soon. The siblings' egos and stubbornness seem to have added more layers to their feud, which makes it too hard to find a way back. For one, Gwendlyn's bisexuality seems to be a significant issue between the two. According to Gwendlyn, Paedon abused her as a child, and although their mother, Christine, knew, she didn't do enough to stop Paedon's behavior and had indulged him for years. Gwendlyn has accused her brother of being sexist via different social media posts, and instead of having constructive conversations with her, Paedon often resorts to mocking his sister. Gwendlyn and Paedon's egos have also led to the pair often refusing to attend family events where either will be present. Their stubbornness has also led to the breakdown of their relationship with others within the family, as Gwendlyn isn't close to their mother, Christine, and Paedon is estranged from some of his siblings. One of the most notable events of the year 2020 was the Black Lives Matter protest that happened after the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis while in police custody. Cody and Mary's son Leon, formerly Mariah, and their fiancée, Audrey Chris, supported the movement. However, not everyone within the Brown family felt the same way. Paedon, who was in the Army, took to his Instagram page to post Back the Blue with the hashtag Blue Lives Matter. Gwendlyn later became aware of Paedon's post after a fan on X told her about receiving a hashtag Black Lives Don't Matter text from Paedon. After seeing screenshots of the messages exchanged between Paedon and the fan, Gwendlyn commended the fan for handling the conversation via the Ashley Reality Roundup. Paedon had made comments like, "More white people get killed by cops every year than black people," to which Gwendlyn tweeted, "Talking with racists is painful, and he sounded like an idiot. Good job." Meanwhile, after a fan told Paedon about Gwendlyn's comments, he replied, "Thanks, I will still protect her until my dying day." Gwendlyn was one of the most notable absentees from her mother's wedding to her new husband, David Woolley, in October 2023. Gwendlyn's decision to skip the event immediately raised speculation within the Sister Wives fanbase, as many believed her feud with brother Paedon possibly played a considerable part. Meanwhile, Gwendlyn was also not on good terms with Persitine, according to some of the videos she made on Patreon. In these videos, Gwendlyn criticizes Christine for playing up her divorce from Cody for the cameras and for allowing producers to turn her wedding into a drama between Cody and David. Gwendlyn's Patreon video also touched on her relationship with Paedon and Christine. Gwendlyn claimed that Christine favors Paedon over all of her other children. According to Gwendlyn, Paedon abused her as a child, and although their mother, Christine, knew, she didn't do enough to stop Paedon's behavior and still indulged him years later. After the wedding, Gwendlyn, during an appearance on Patreon, explained she wasn't at the wedding because she was just too busy. Fans who have followed her strained relationship with both Christine and Paedon understand why Gwendlyn conveniently skipped the wedding even if she refused to admit it. During an interview on YouTube with blogger John Yates, Paedon criticized his sister, Gwendlyn, for cutting off most of the family members for being racists and homophobes, noting sarcastically, "Yes, we are all sexist, racist homophobes. But because I'm a white male and a soldier, I'm sexist." Paedon's comments infuriated Gwendlyn, who reacted via a video on Patreon where she claimed Paedon was still the sexist, homophobic, transphobic, racist, violent abuser that he has always been for several years. Gwendlyn had accused paedon of questioning her bisexuality, implying that she was faking her sexual connection to both sexes for attention. In her response, Gwendlyn called paedon the most awful person she'd ever had the displeasure of knowing via Yahoo. Meanwhile, paedon also has a strained relationship with sibling Leon, who is trans. In 2020, when a fan asked paedon to check on Leon, who still went by Mariah, over their Black Lives Matter comments, paedon replied, "I love Mariah very much, but we can't stand each other." Meanwhile, Gwendlyn's accusations about paedon being transphobic also hint at his feud with Leon. Gwendlyn and paedon's feud has lasted for years, but hopefully the siblings will share the sister wives screen again.